I couldn't help myself. I had to do that. Hi guys, welcome in to episode 102. Wow. Did we count? Did we? Is that counts? It is the pain from last night.
No, then it would be 103.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And in fact, I think we only have one more this year.
After this.
So, but of course, last night with It Is the Pain was amazing. But last week on regular Bandwidth and Banter was the beautiful, wonderful, well-bred grapefruit. Such a super cool person. We met him through Iltacine, right?
Correct.
Yeah, well-bred grapefruit. Guys, check that one out. It was really awesome. And speaking of really awesome, this next person that we have on Bandwidth and Banter does not fit that, at least according to her. But we love her. We think she's fucking better than awesome. She's amazing. I might have to bleep that for the YouTubes.
Hey, you're just gonna have to just do a little beep over it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. I don't think that was the first 30 seconds. I think it's only the first 30 seconds. I think we were farther in than 30 seconds, but who knows?
But that's how cool she is.
Yes. We love this person. And she is a fellow streamer, Stormkeep. We were honored that she agreed to join us for that, and honored that she agreed to join us for the interview tonight. And her motto is, "You will be disappointed," apparently. But I know that's not true because it's never true with her. So here we go. Let's bring on the guest of the night or the day. The amazing, wonderful Nomey. And look at this, a face reveal too.
Face reveal! Look at that! Nomey, feel free to introduce yourself. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. And yeah.
Hi. I'm Nomey. I do the streamings sometimes when I feel like it. I don't keep a schedule because I can't stick to it. I play weird games that are often to myself. The end.
Very good. Very good. The obscureness. I love some of the obscure games that you play. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen it before, never heard of it. And it's always entertaining. Always entertaining.
Entertaining?
It's entertaining. Sorry.
It's disgusting.
Well, so getting on with the proper interview Nomey, please share a boring fact about yourself.
A boring fact about myself. My life.
Same.
Wait, what? What did you? I didn't even hear it. What'd you say?
I just said my life.
Oh, okay.
No, okay, boring fact. I don't really consume the alcohols that much. But after seeing shows or whatever about, people driving or being pulled over for supposed inebriation, right? They're like, can you say the alphabet backwards? I, who don't drink and don't really enjoy driving either, I'm like, I got to learn to say the alphabet backwards.
I'm like, I sometimes can barely remember how to say it forwards. I get tripped up for on the STU part.
Thank you, BT.
She's better looking than I imagined. Don't hurt me.
Yes, I have the curly hairs. I have more teeth than that, but
that's probably good that you would have more teeth than that. But I mean, you should have showed us the scary ones for your photograph reveal.
But the hair is pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Right on.
It's so good. Nomey, how did you pick your Twitch name and what was the inspiration?
So the original name I had was Chancellor of Gnomes, and that started years ago when Facebook was first, not when it was first a thing, but they had groups, and my brothers and I were starting a family group on there that fizzled out pretty quickly, but my one of my brothers and I had started, and then him and the older brother decided that they were gonna lead the group, and then they said that I could just be the Chancellor of Gnomes. So that just kind of stuck. And I like gnomes in general anyway, but had the name Chancellor of Gnomes or just Gnome, something like that in other places. Here, people just called me Nomey for short, which, obviously it's probably a little easier than blurting out Chancellor of Gnomes all the time. So I thought, hey, I'm going to change it to Nomey. I wanted the G, but it was taken. So here we are.
Right on.
You stole the G.
Yeah, no, okay. So I wanted the G. Yeah, I go. It's just like last I looked anyway, which was years ago. It was just a channel, not following anybody, no one following them, no streams, nothing. It was just there. It's just there to be taken. I'm like, hey, gimme. But this is fine. This works.
You could probably petition Twitch, because I think they have a policy for people who haven't streamed or even been online for a certain period of time that their names could be up for grabs.
Like this was back when you could still see, go to the person's channel and see who follows them and all that. This was a long time ago. So.
Wow, that's wild. I didn't know you were such a veteran. I'm impressed.
Oh, I'm not. Because it wasn't that long ago.
Oh.
Ow.
So Nomey, getting into some more interesting questions. One of our favorites. What D&D class do you consider yourself to be in real life?
I've never done the D&D at all.
But you've seen it or played any of the games online? Like
no,
BG3?
I've never played.
Okay.
I've never played. You could probably just stick me in the gnome or dwarf category.
Well, that's a character. Yeah, it's funny that that's your answer because of the next question that's coming. But that's actually more like the species. I'm wanting to know what profession you would be as if you were an adventurer in D&D.
Oh, okay.
Like healer, cleric.
Yeah, healer, warrior. I mean, sure, you've played some fantasy games that have.
Yeah, there's. Oh gosh, what was that? There's a game that I played a while back. One of the MMORPG things. And I was a seeker, so swordsman type. But let's be honest, I'm too clumsy for that nonsense. So let's give me something less dangerous. Can I be a mushroom salesman?
If that's what you want to be as your profession, you can be that
answer.
Some might be poisonous, some might not. It'll be a surprise. It's like the Bean Boozled,
Yes. You have the two side by side that look identical. Once you're gonna meet God, the other one is tasty.
Yeah.
I don't know why that fills me with joy.
It'll be a surprise.
It is so beautiful. I accept. Nomey, what is your favorite D&D character species, and why is it gnomes? Why do you love gnomes?
I wish I knew. I don't know. They're just so. It's just like a little whimsical type creature,
Mm-hmm.
They're fun and they're cute. Well, you can't really see their faces. You don't know. But oh, you're holding yours. I have some on my desk that we got from this little. It's not a pawn shop. Just like a little thrift store. On our way out one day, they're off to the side. There was this little set of salt and pepper shaker gnomes, and I didn't put any salt and pepper. They're just like little ceramic things I keep on my desk. So you're like holding yours, and I'm like, I've got mine at the same time. I'm like, "Ooh, fun little whimsical guys." Just
You're
fits in
so
my
cute.
hand. I don't know. It's just like the fairy tale whimsical crap, That's
Yeah.
crap.
My first gnome that I got ever, he's like right back here on my screen. His name is Leopold, and it was same thing. I was walking out of a grocery store and I made eye contact with him, and I'm like, I need you in my life forever and ever. They're just so cute. I
I
completely
love
agree.
them.
They're the best.
One of these days, you're going to have to like take both of you need to take like all of your gnomes that you have collected and put them like, arrange them on something and then take a photograph of them. That would be amazing. I would love to see those.
Ooh.
Your gnome
The
collections.
amount of gnomes
Yeah.
I own
I,
are insane.
I think
Yeah, I don't-
you two are like the twins that were separated at birth because you're both tiny. You both love gnomes. You both are gnomes.
She's got a bird. I've wanted a bird for a long, long time, and I can't have one.
Oh,
Why not?
Mr. Gnome won't let me.
oh.
I guess I'll just have to send you some feathers or something.
Also, goats. I love goats.
Don't even get me started on goats.
She is a goat.
Goat.
Why is she looking down at her chest? Did you think you were wearing a goat on your chest?
No.
All right. So,
No, I was
Nomey,
imagining.
Yes, sir.
moving on with the interview now.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's all right. This is great. Nomey, please share how you got into photography, and do you have a favorite subject to photograph?
That's just something I've enjoyed for years. It's never been like a huge thing. There was a while that Mr. Gnome and I would go out every weekend, and there's some parks we could go to, just hiking trails, or another place that's just you can drive through. You're not supposed to be out too much unless it's a dedicated trail, because it's like a wildlife reserve place. So there's there's deer, there's boar, there's a bunch of snakes,
Yep.
all sorts of stuff. So I like, if I can get the flora and fauna, that's my go-to. I can photograph people, but it's not something that I am very good at. And so if someone asks me, I'm like, hey, I can, but this is not something I'm great at. I don't have the eye, the ideas for it.
Mhm.
It's just so nature is my bigger thing. I haven't been out in a while and I miss it, but
Gotcha. Do you ever share any of your photographs on your Discord?
yeah, I haven't in a while, but I had in the past. And there was a while that I was doing like a slideshow on my stream. But then I don't remember what happened. I think some of the pictures were going on sideways and I didn't feel like dealing with it. So just
Do I get that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Tech always be teching.
Tech always be techin'. Nomi, if you could live in any game world of your choosing for a whole day, which would you pick and why?
Probably Stardew Valley. And then I would go find Haley and like dump a bunch of trash in her room.
I don't know who Kaylee is, but that sounds I can sort of imagine that.
She is so horrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's so mean. Oh, are you wearing makeup? Oh, I guess you're not. Okay. Whatever. I'm gonna go shopping.
Is this an NPC in the game?
Yeah.
yes, she's one of the characters that you can romance and marry, but when you first meet her, she is just horrible.
Yep.
And so my favorite thing to do, because you're supposed to give them gifts and build up friendships, I'm like, she's getting coal, or she's get like I fished this trash out. You want this?
Does it ever work? Does the game ever like?
Oh, she gets mad. She doesn't like it. It's I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, I think anybody who got a lump of coal as a gift would get the hint.
She just can't be. She just shouldn't be mean. I'm
She's
just
rude.
So getting shifting gears a little bit, getting more into the nitty gritty of streaming. What drew you to Twitch, Nomey?
It's just something I heard other people talk about. Used to watch Jenna and Julian all the time on YouTube, and they talked about Twitch streams, and I'm like, maybe I should check out Twitch sometime. So I finally did, and found a couple communities through the years, and I stuck around. But initially, it was just hear word of mouth, just hearing about it, watching people.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been active on Twitch? Like just in general?
Since sometime in 2017.
Wow. That's amazing.
Wow. Heck yes. What did friends and family think when you first told them you planned on streaming?
Family doesn't really care. That's nothing that they're into. I mean, I got some nieces and nephews that know about it, might watch other streamers or whatever, but it's nothing really huge. And I don't really have friends. My cousin will show up sometimes. That's about it. But she's there, and she hangs out and keeps me company.
Oh, that's awesome. What struggles did you deal with when you first started streaming?
Just trying to get the hang of it, and actually, and it's likely stuff everyone deals with, when you're first starting out streaming, just sitting there talking to yourself. And, whether or not you're used to people watching, just talking while you're playing a game, it's awkward. And then I don't even remember how long my first stream ever was, but I did my game and I'm talking the whole time and didn't have a drink with me. So after, my voice was just like, then other people were like, yeah, you should have water. Thanks for the heads up, guys.
Get that hydrate redeem.
I need the water.
What tips can you share with future streamers?
Honestly, don't worry about your viewer count. Don't keep that open. Depending on how you have it, there used to be a thing when you're streaming that shows how many people are watching, how many subs you have, whatever. Keep that hidden. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it. Don't watch it, because that can be something that can really discourage a person. You're sitting there, you think you're doing okay, and then it just drops to, nothing. Don't worry about it. Just do your thing. Have fun. And, it'll might work out, it might not, but keeping that hidden is obviously the better choice.
Yeah.
Good for your mental health, huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Well, what do you, on the flip coin of that, what do you enjoy most about streaming?
In general, it's just the folks that I've met. I've met several people, and not in person, obviously, but I met several folks that have just turned out to be wonderful, wonderful people. There's one person who we're not as close now, but life happens. But I consider to be one of my best friends. It's just wild meeting people and then kind of having an instant connection.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Love Twitch. Kind of switching gears a little bit. How long have you been playing video games in general? And what was the first video game you ever played?
Oh, jeez. It's never been a huge part of my life until, more so when I started streaming, maybe a couple years before.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never been like a huge passion of following this game or this game.
Mm-hmm.
This really drew me into playing. It's just, your typical little video games I would play sometimes, and like your Marios, your Zeldas, your whatever. It's just the main games that Mr. Gnome and I used to play. I think it's called Torchlight. Yeah, Torchlight 1 and 2. That's something that he and I would play together.
Mm-hmm.
And the MMORPG that I talked about, that's even that, met people through that I still talk to sometimes. It's even though I haven't touched that game in years.
I love that.
Well, on that same train of thought, what is your favorite game and least favorite game that you've played on stream?
Favorites. I mean, I mentioned Stardew. I really do like Stardew, but I get kind of burnt out on that after a while because it's just so much to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's still, even though I've completed that game a couple times, it gets daunting. You get to a certain point, and then you start over because you're like, I like Stardew, and then you're like, oh my god, I can't get around, I can't water, I can't do anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it, but it's also the puzzle platformers. I really love those.
Mm.
Like the Little Nightmare series.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love those.
Mm.
Worst game. Oh geez. And it's not a bad game. It's really I don't remember what it's called. Oh my gosh. It's not a bad game. A friend gifted it to me. He really wanted to see me play it. But you're flying around space, and it made me so nauseous. I couldn't play it. And there's like different areas you can fly through. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I should have told you don't fly through that part." And I'm like, "It's too late. I'm throwing
My
up."
tummy hates you now.
I don't think there's a game I've played that I've really truly hated. But the space one, oh my god.
That was definitely your least favorite, though, huh?
Just the almost puking thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's
Motion
Outer
sickness.
Wilds.
My least
Outer
favorite.
Wilds.
Yep. Outer Wilds is the name? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not a bad game. It's just sometimes it makes you sick.
I also get really bad motion sickness, so I get it. Uh tell us about your favorite moment or quality of life of Little Nightmares. I don't remember.
Oh. Favorite moment. It's messed up. Love killing everyone at the end. That's nice.
Oh, wow. Nomey's got a bloodthirsty side. Better watch out.
They started it!
Those guys in particular.
They started it. That's that game I played for the first time on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting, Mr. Gnome had seen some gameplay of it just like on YouTube or whatever, so he knew stuff that was coming. And if you haven't played the game, there's a part near the end of the game where 6 to something bad, okay? I love a bunch of little creatures in the game. And then she does the thing, and I swear I have never cussed out a video game character before like this, but I was saying some words. And he's just sitting there laughing at me because he knew it was coming. I was so mad.
It's awesome. I bet you're an adorable angry.
But the end when there's, they're trying to eat her, and she's like, "You're dead."
One day I'll play Little Nightmares. I keep hearing some phenomenal stuff about it.
Oh,
If you
so
like
good.
platformers, I think you would love it. I haven't
It's
played it,
so-
but I've
so
watched
wonderful.
it. It suits you, but like honestly, how far would you actually get? You should just play it off stream.
Yeah, it'll be an off-stream thing for sure. So I can actually get it done.
So, Nomey,
Yes.
why is "cause you dumb" the standard response to poor gameplay?
That is something that I've just said for years. It just, I kind of mess around with friends. And sometimes it comes out when some people I talk to, they don't know me like that yet. My personality, my joking around is just, most of the time it's with people I'm closer to. They're like, oh shoot, I messed up. I don't know why I did that. I'm like, I know why. It's because you're dumb. And that's,
Cause you
it's
dumb.
just because you're dumb. It's just
I mean, it's
some
true of
words
all
that
of
come
us
out.
to some degree, for sure. Yep.
Yep. So good.
Are you picking your nose with a feather?
No, it's scratching. I don't have nails right now. Anyways,
This brings new light to the joke. Tickle your ass with a feather. I mean, particularly nasty weather. She's got the actual prop. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
it's my fidget toy.
Mhm.
Nomey,
Yes.
how do you know Wookiees? How did you meet? How long have you guys known each other?
Okay, Wookiees. I was just sitting here bored on stream one day, not stream, on just Twitch in general.
Mhm.
And I was looking for people playing Played Up.
No.
I don't remember why. I guess I had seen someone I follow playing that, but no one I had followed at the time was playing it at the time. So I looked it up and there was a few people playing, but I don't remember what his title was. It was something that amused me, so I'm like, I choose you. And here we are.
Well, I'm
How long
glad that
ago was
you
that?
stumbled upon him, because how else would we have found you? Like, you have brightened up Stormkeep in unimaginable ways.
I have darkened the doorsteps, don't you lie.
Nomey's one of the two people that single-handedly keeps the Minecraft server alive.
Yeah, what, her and
Yes,
Pelicanon?
Basically.
I recently finished my new build.
And White's here.
It's
I'm excited. I'm excited to go look at it.
I can't wait. I can't
it's
wait.
really stupid.
Which is the best kind of things.
So
honestly,
you're going to be
though.
showing it off today on your stream later on today, Druid?
I'm not streaming. It's going to be a Discord hangout.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So Nomey, here's another fun question. Why are you now the only one in charge of fire when playing Don't Starve together?
Okay. Look, I have a couple friends that I play with, and some of us take it seriously because you got to be careful. I had a friend that I was playing with, a couple of them, and then he's not used to the game. So we're like, hey, you be this character, and she has a little lighter. Right? Then all of a sudden, everything's on fire. And it's not like it sticks to this one tree. No, that spreads. It's fire. And he says it was an accident. I don't think it was an accident because the other person was messaging me on the Discord. It was like, yeah, we were joking around and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you did that shit on purpose. Stop burning down my camp. It's hard to build.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
That's awesome.
I'm just imagining Nomey running around just being like, what? It's so good. Can't believe I have this question. Nomey, Why is your greatest phobia and Why is your greatest phobia and fetish tentacle monsters? I didn't write this question.
Oh, you had to make sure you didn't take credit for that, didn't you, Drew?
Even though I encouraged you to put it down.
Yes, you did.
I thought you were going to be the one to get it. That's why.
It's more. It's not that there are tentacles. It's just surprise tentacles. You know, no one wants a surprise tentacle.
That's true.
It's you know, you're just trying to do your job, and then a tentacle comes out at you. How is that not startling to anybody?
I can't fault your logic there.
I just have to say before we move on, one of the things that I love about Nomey is those moments live on forever and ever. And she inserts those jokes as often as possible. And it's so funny.
Yes.
Love it. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Yes, it's it's definitely a favorite feature of her is her dry, sarcastic humor that this will never let you live down when you burn down the camp or when you got her eaten by a tentacle monster.
You know what you did.
Yep.
Oh my god.
All right, Nomey. Getting into the last three kind of goofy, fun questions of the main interview. What is the weirdest sleeping dream you have ever had that you're cool sharing with us?
It's not really that it's a weird dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, I'm one to make puns or just spout ridiculous nonsense. I had a dream that I was walking with a couple of my nieces in my aunt's neighborhood, and there was someone had put like an old armoire on the side of the road in this dream here, and the way it was painted, my niece she goes, "Oh, look, I like that." I like that armoire that looks like a barn. And stupid me in the dream is like, you mean a barnoir?
Oh my god.
And then I get up, I'm like, oh my god, even in my dreams I'm doing this nonsense. What the heck?
It's so you. That is awesome. See, this is why you're a secret comedic genius.
Holy shit.
But seriously, a barnoir, that makes sense to me.
That, you need to copyright that. I'm just saying. That is so good.
It's, hey, she said it. According to U.S. copyright law, it's now hers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will copyright claim anybody that tries to use that on Nomey's behalf. That is so funny. TM. Stealing in UK. Nomey, if you could be any superhero from any comic book, which one would you be and why?
Oh jeez. What's his name? See, I don't know the distance though. The Nightcrawler from X-Men.
Yeah.
All right. He can do his little teleporty crap. Mm-hmm. I don't know the distance, but if I could teleport from here to go see my mama whenever I wanted, shoot. Yes, Kurt Wagner.
That is a good one. Yes.
I would also like teleporting.
Oh, it's anything he can see. Oh, okay. Well, pretend he can go farther because that's what I would do.
Well, you could always just teleport short distances really fast in succession.
Oh, do you want me to throw up?
And White Seer's right too. The sky is pretty big. You could just pick a point really high in the sky. And
yeah, and then
the
fall is pretty far. Jeez.
Well, yeah, but then before as you're falling, you can just keep teleporting down until you get where you want to go. you like, yeah, I think it's pretty clever. Speaking of clever, we got a really tough one for you. It probably won't be
Yes.
tough. I think I know what Drew and I would answer on this one, but let's see what, as a native Texan, if you had to choose one of these and the other one no longer existed in the universe, which one would you choose? Barbecue or Tex-Mex?
Barbecue.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting. Tell us why then, please, because that's actually the opposite of what we answered, and is a nice surprise.
I grew up about an hour from Mexico, so there's a bunch of Tex-Mex around. Being further away now, it's it's harder to find good Mexican food or whatever. Barbecue is everywhere, and it's.
Okay, so maybe
I haven't been able to
phrased the
find.
question wrong. Now I want to make sure I'm clear on your answer. The answer is, which one would you keep?
The other one disappears forever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would keep the Tex-Mex.
Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I thought you would respond, and that was our answer too. Yeah.
I answered wrong. Yeah.
I mean, barbecue is great, but I feel like barbecue is one of those luxury kind of meals, where you like it every once in a while, but you wouldn't want to have it all the time. Whereas you can always grab a breakfast burrito or a taco or,
Look, I need to be able to have a breakfast burrito. It's not something I do a lot, but sometimes I need it.
Yes.
Starkey and I have roasted breakfast burritos literally every Saturday. It's like one of our kind of ritual routines. And so, yeah, I feel you. Like, there's something about...
I haven't found a barbecue place here that I am just wild about or anything. It's okay, but it's not, oh, this is amazing. It's...
I have found that, this is just my experience. I don't want to piss off any Texans here, but there's like this famous barbecue here in Austin. I forget the name of it, but
it's so famous. I don't know the name.
I mean, the thing is, it's so famous that there are people whose job it is to get paid to go stand in line for you to get the barbecue, because that's how popular it is here. I'm not even kidding to you. Like, the first time I ever had it, it was with a company that I worked for when I first moved here, and they literally paid someone to go get the food for us. But it's not like a regular, like, they got paid a lot to just stand in line and bring us a sample of a crap ton of all this barbecue. And I'm like, it was good, but it didn't, like, I could not fathom why people were so like, I'm gonna wait in line for hours for this. What? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah. I don't think I could wait in line for anything for that long. Honestly.
Nope.
Yeah, you would hate Disney World then.
Oh. Any amusement park makes me want to just keel over.
Yeah.
I cannot. I cannot. Because then but the way I entertain myself, though, is I torture the people around me by forcing all the people that I could tell that don't want to talk. I'm like, oh, we're going to chat. And it's entertaining.
Well, Nomey,
anyways,
we're now to the floor questions, and we're going to share, everyone, Druid's going to share Nomey's links if she hasn't already. And please fire up some questions for Nomey.
One of them.
Caffeinated Zombie thinks your voice sounds exactly like Dory from Nemo.
Thank you.
She's a secret voice actress.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen
Hey, Double O Fascio, thank you for coming, and thank you for the follow.
There's a drawing.
Oh, that's true. That's true. This is the true face reveal. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
So sorry. We did have one. White Seer Gaming asks, OMG, question for everyone. Have you played The Day of the tentacle? No.
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 I'm about to look it up.
All three of us in unison. No.
No.
It sounds familiar though. Is it a Cthulhu style game? It's an early 90s point and click. Oh
I've
yeah,
never
like
heard of
one of those is it like one of those pixel hunt, adventure games? I think. Sequel to Maniac Mansion. Interesting. Okay. So Nomey, I have a question, and you don't have to answer this on stream if you don't want to. But would you think it would be cool if at some point in time, like you, me, and Wookiees, and like your fam and Star Kitty and his friends that he lives with, you think we could at some point get together and have a hangout in IRL?
All you Texans.
All the Texans, yeah. I think at some point that could probably made to be happen. Made to be happen.
Yeah.
There you go. That's English for you.
Absolutely correct English. Absolute correct English. Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
Since we're in the middle, in the
only-
past, I would have suggested us hosting, but since the dining room is completely taken up by streaming stuff, I don't know, we could figure out something.
No, because then Wookiees only has to travel 1 hour. You have to travel no hours, and I have to travel like 4 hours.
Yeah. So we
That's
come
not
up to
fair.
you. Yeah.
let's
That
meet
seems
somewhere
the best
else.
thing because Dallas is an interesting city. So, whoops, I just doxed you. Sorry.
I'm not in Dallas. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Then yeah, I'm not sure where you are or how far away you are. And don't say on stream. I apologize.
I'm not gonna. That's private.
Ooh, that's a great
Private.
question.
Yes.
I want to know what his question is in reference to, because builds could be anything. So.
In Minecraft.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think about something I might try to build, or like that I would like to happen. I look it up to see if there's someone who's got a tutorial out for me. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Sometimes they do, sometimes not so much. Sometimes I try it and like, well, that didn't turn out right at all, and I tear it down. But there's times when I'm scrolling through Instagram Reels or whatever, and something will pop up, and then I keep getting random Minecraft things. I'm like, stop it, please.
Can we not?
But yeah, there's so like a couple things like the campfire. That one I think was from just coming across a reel. I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. I need to see if there's somewhere else that can teach me how to do that. But for the most part, it's looking stuff up, and I want to build this like Toad from Mario. I'm like, I'm gonna build Toad. Let's find a thing.
So good. The Up House is so good.
Yep.
By the way.
Yeah, that's another one that I had to look up.
It is so good. 10 out of 10. What's your favorite build that you've done in the server?
I don't know. Because none of it is really like a huge ordeal. It's just a lot of little random things.
Uh-huh.
I do really like the campfire soulfire thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
That one's so
when
cool.
that and the little the armor thing, if I can get it to work properly. I don't know why it's not. Because when I first built it, it was, and now it's just kind of hit and miss.
Yeah.
So I have another question before White Sears question. Well, I guess it's more just of a comment. My favorite thing that you built is that fish tank that you sit in front of. Like
Ah,
that is really cool. It's like you got your own little giant aquarium, and you got a viewing room for it, and that's just it
oh,
was a
that
very, very neat
took
idea.
so long.
It's so good.
Then I had to keep going and finding the tropical fish to collect, and I only had like 3 or 4 buckets at the time. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna take a minute. Yes, the dolphins. Oh, they never stayed. White
There
Seer,
has,
he knows. He tried to help me. We tried to
yeah.
do different builds to where they could get the air they needed and everything, and then
Uh-huh.
they just idiots kept dying.
Yeah. I was having that issue with the axolotl too, and I'm just like, "Ugh, why are my axolotl not staying?" So yeah, stupid.
White Seer's like, can you please stream when I can watch?
He's like legit actual question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can you not stream while I stream, and then you can watch mine?
You guys DM each other your schedules, and you can work it out. You want to take that one there, Druid? You're muted.
Sorry. Caffeinated Zombie says, Nomey, what are some of your most favorite games? Are you willing to play with others in the community?
Yeah, when I do Stardew Valley, I try to get people in on that. I've got a save right now that Nunu plays on, and a friend from someone else's stream that I met, Diarca, she plays with me sometimes. But the last few times, it's just been me. So I do like, as far as group games go, I like Stardew a lot. Don't Starve Together is fun, but I need people who know what they're doing, because I only have a certain extent of knowledge, and I'm like, all right, I know we need this, we need this, but I'm not good at this part. So, other people who are smarter than me need to be on.
So my series like puts hand up for Don't Starve Together.
Ooh, yes, I will play with you. Yes.
I will say Nomi, I think, is one of the best collaborators. Is just really just like is so down to play games with people. So
Agreed.
you just gotta reach out and chit chat.
Yep. Don't be
Not
afraid of
today,
them
though.
DMs, right? Sliding is fun.
Sliding into the DMs.
Food safety, what a great thing. Yes. So I'm going to turn that into a question. Nomi, why do you beat your patrons with axes? And why are you the best bar wench?
And best bar wench because I get those customers served and out of the building. The lushes, I shoo them right on out because we don't need that nonsense in our classy establishment. I beat them with axes because they squeak, and I really enjoy it.
Those are great responses. Those could not be the more those are the nomiest of Nomi responses. Banana Tom, I used to be a collaborator. Then I took an arrow to the back. God damn, dude. Way to self-own. That's just so cruel.
I'm keeping that chat. I just screenshotted it. It's mine now. Thank you. So good. So Nomi, how long were you a viewer of Twitch before you became a streamer on Twitch?
Good question.
A few months.
Nice.
The channel I followed, that the community I met through him, he doesn't stream anymore. I still see him playing games on Steam and everything. But started watching him, and his name is Hammy J. And through that community, whether it was a serious suggestion or just goofing with me of Nomi, you should stream. And I'm like, all right. So there we go.
It's beautiful.
Well, now that we've been chatting with some of the folks in the stream, you got all kinds of folks from streamers of Stormkeep, fellow streamers of Stormkeep like White Seer and Caffeinated Zombie are one of our best and the most amazing supporters. You got all kinds of folks ready to team up with you on your streams. When do we think we're gonna? Here's my next question: when do you think you're gonna have another like night of crazy Friday night of crazy shenanigans in the Adult Swim and Stormkeep aisle with Wookiees and that crew of people?
I don't know. Tonight, I know for sure I'm not doing anything tonight. Mr. Gnome and I have a family thing on his side to go to. But it's the holidays. I know people are going to be more free. So if someone wants to do something on not a Friday, that's fantastic. Next Friday, I should be free. And, whether it's, doing something like sketchies or something else, I like playing games where more people are able to join. It's difficult when it's like, even with something like Stardew, it used to be only 4 players at a time. And I think now it's 8.
I think you can get up to 8 now.
So something goofy, even like Human Fall Flat, where you can get a big group of people running around. I like being able to have large groups. So it's, more people being able to be involved and whatnot.
Oh my God, imagine a Pico Park.
Yes, I have that one. I enjoy it. I think there's a Pico Park 2 now.
I think so.
I don't have it yet, but it's out there.
Oh God, imagine a Pico Park with these crazy.
We got a couple more questions.
White Seer Gaming asks, what is Nomey's favorite way to dispatch a cannibal?
He already knows.
What game is that you guys are referring to?
It's Sons of the Forest.
Oh, yeah.
Or just the Forest, but he's talking about Sons of the Forest. I was playing with my friend Jelsh, and there's traps you can set up. And recently they've added springboards you make out of like turtle shell and whatever else. It's so there's we were getting attacked and a cannibal was running at me, but he stepped on the springboard and he just kind of flew and he hit the ground. It killed him.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And there was another trap. They call it like, I think it's like the fly swatter or something like that. It was a huge cannibal, and he's starting to come at the door. So I set the trap. Like it had already been triggered, so I reset it. And he comes at the door. It knocks him back. I reset it. He comes at the door again. It knocks him back. And then he gets up and he points his little stick at me. And I'm like, come on, man. Just come at me. It knocks his head clean off.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So
either the fly swatter or the springboard. Those are...
Was this on stream?
Yeah.
Did someone clip it or did you save the VOD?
I have clips of both those moments.
Awesome. That sounds cool. I got to see that now. Food Safety asks a really interesting question. What's your favorite soup?
My favorite soup is a soup that I make when it doesn't even have to be cold out. Sometimes I'm just like, I want this dang soup, and it's chicken tortilla soup.
Ooh.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. And I really want it now, but I can't have it because tonight I have to make spaghetti to take to my brother-in-law's house. Oh, what about Greg's soup? I thought you meant for real, not in game. Greg's soup is good. Greg's soup is another thing from Sons of the Forest. And you have to, you have to go around to some spots and you find a cooking pot. You collect your water. And to make Greg's soup, you need to kill one of the smaller cannibals and amputate his limbs and decapitate him and add all those things to the soup. And it gives you a buff. It's called Greg's soup.
That is so beautiful.
So real quick before we get on to the next question, Caffeinated Zombie, I just want to let you know that the VOD of this interview will go up next Friday at 10 a.m. So any part that you missed, you can catch then.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I actually have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just interject in here.
Of course.
Do you want to get into playing D&D? Is that something that you would be interested in, Nomey?
I don't know. I've thought about it. I don't know if I have the attention span for it.
Yeah.
But if people have talked to me about it before and I've slightly considered it, but I don't know. It's not something that I'm going to definitely say no to, but it also can't be a definite yes because I'm just,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's always a possibility.
Okay. I was just curious.
Caffeinated Zombie asks, Nomey, what is your favorite dessert?
I'm not huge dessert person. I do love the Dutch apple pie. It's got the crumbles on top. That is way up there. Way up there. It's been years since I've had it too, but so good.
It's Starkity asks, how do you keep your hair so curly? Share your secrets.
Just my hair is naturally curly, and I use the what's the Aussie brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mousse, but it has leave-in conditioner in it as well. So after I wash my hair, I'll like squish a lot of the water out, put mousse in, and then I just use a diffuser to help dry it so it doesn't become like a frizzball mess.
Mm-hmm.
On that same train of thought, when are you going to put the rest of your teeth back in? Sorry, we're talking about the image.
The 1-for-1 super realistic.
Totally not an image. It's actually her face cam.
Hard.
It's just frozen because of internet issues. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yes. But also my hand doesn't really look like that. I don't know what happened there.
I was gonna say, was this like right after you fought somebody with a vorpal sword or sword of sharpness that lopped off your hand?
Yeah. It was the tentacle monster. Thanks a lot.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. I'll be sure to have you ring a different
It's my
bell
strong hand.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got away with only a lost hand. Never Tilted asks, what childhood moment got you into gaming or streaming? Okay, interesting. I know we sort of talked about why you got into gaming or streaming, but he's adding a nuance to that question if you want to answer it at all.
It wasn't a big thing. We didn't have a lot of game systems and such when I was a kid. I know my brothers had a Sega, and I played on that, but video games were never a huge part of my life. And I know we kind of went over this earlier, but it's just the streaming thing was because of people I met on here, and they're like, "You should stream, Nomey," and I said, "Okay."
It's her strong hand. You want to get that Star Kitty question there, Drew?
It's Starkey asks, what's the best concert and or festival that you've been to?
I don't really do either of those things.
That's what we should do when we get together with Star Kitty and
when you get together with Star Kitty, you can't just do that.
No, I mean when Star Kitty and I and Wookiees and his crew come up to visit you, we'll have to go to a Renaissance fair. That would be amazing.
I've thought about Renaissance fairs before. And like, man, I can be a real life wench. And we got to get foods to come be a wench with me.
It would be beautiful. Like laugh woke Nabu. She's already on her way. So be ready. Be ready. I fucking love it so much.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we time it such that food safety is down so that we can all meet. That would be freaking amazing.
Triple date.
Yes.
For you guys. How cute.
Sorry, Kitty. We can all be wenches together. I'll have to do it like a Witcher cosplay or something.
I want Wookiees to be a wench as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've done the maid thing already. I will not be a wench. I'm sorry.
I need him in the outfit.
I want to be a wench. Everybody just wants to be a wench.
let's make it happen, food.
But my only request though when that happens is that every picture that Nomey's in, you have to put this image
superimpose
over.
Superimpose this image on it. Okay, all right. So no one knows what she actually looks like. It'll always be this. That's so wrong and hilarious. I love it. Oh.
Please. So funny. Get him a costume. Everybody's like, yes. Everybody's dressing up as wenches. Wenches.
I mean, that would be kind of funny if we could actually get some of the other dudes to do it too. If all of us dressed up as wenches and went to a Ren fair, we would get a lot of looks, and it would be hilarious. Very memey.
I think it'd be lovely.
I mean, it's really easy to see me as a wench if you go watch my my maid cosplay YouTube video. It's really close to a wench.
Well, I can just go look at the Minecraft thing. When I hadn't been on in a few days, and this is before you even saw it. I hop in, and all of a sudden, I look up at the Stormkeep statue, and I'm like, what the heck is happening there? I look, and you're a maid. I'm just what is happening?
Because like I ended up sending the skin that I've had for Stormy in my back pocket. Like I ended up sending it to to Pelicanon because it's funny. And then so literally as like the moment I sent it to him and he saw it, he's like, I have to update the statue. Ah! Within minutes it was done. I saw him like pop in the server, fix it, and then leave. It was so funny. It was the best string of events I got to bear witness to. It was so good. It's Star Katie asks, Nomey, share your most used Twitch emote and why is it that one? Also, fantastic question.
Agreed.
I think it might be my goat.
Can you type it? Can you bring it up in chat?
Yes, because the goat is the goat of judgment.
It is so good.
It is your best. 100%. Oh my God. I love the Nomey goat.
That came about because of a streamer I watch. His name is Reloads. I don't remember what game he was playing or what he was trying to accomplish in said game, but he was asking, whether it was a rhetorical question or not, he was asking for help or something, and I kept telling him what to do or what he should try to do, and he wouldn't listen to me. And then all of a sudden he tried it and it worked. And I'm like, and somehow I found that goat. I was like, look, this, it was like a GIF. And I'm like, this is my face right now for you. This is what's happening. So I made it an emote and I give him the goat of judgment as often as I can.
It's beautiful.
Or other people.
You also go to judgment Wookiees a lot too, which I find very, very fun.
Yeah, he gets the goat and I get the bear, just like the
grumpy bear.
Yeah. Or sometimes we switch it up. And he'll give me the goat.
And you're like, fine, grumpy bear it is. So good.
So on that note, then, what's your favorite animal and why is it goats?
Look, they're just happy little guys. Okay, they can keep your yard trimmed. Yeah.
Mhm.
If someone you don't know is around, right? And yeah, you can have like your dogs or whatever, and they can do the bite. But I mean, goats can headbutt them really hard.
Yes.
Look,
And
you just go ahead.
I was just gonna add, and when they're just like naughty little guys, you can put little pool noodles on their horns and they're just running around headbutting you with pool noodles on their heads because, they're just babies headbutting everything. And it's the best thing ever.
They're so dang cute. There's some folks nearby our house that have some, and I'm just like, I want to touch the goat, and I can't because you can't just like pull over on the side of the road and be like, "Pardon me, sir. May I
Nomey.
touch?"
Well, apparently, Star Kitty sees a a goat yoga class in your future.
One day, one of my regular customers walks into the store and goes, "Do you want to see my goat?" And I'm like, Excuse me?" He's like, "I have a goat in my car." I could have been kidnapped, but there was an actual goat in his car, and I got to feed him lettuce, and it was the best day of my life. And his name was Billy, obviously. And he had one of those little dog like halter things on him.
I would name a goat not Billy.
I fed a bison a biscuit once. His name was Biscuit. Little bit bigger than a goat, but and I've been around plenty of goats, right? But yeah, there's a reel on Instagram I came across once, and it wasn't about goats, but I think it was a mom talking to her kid saying, if a stranger came up to you and said, "I have puppies in my van," it was a little toddler, like, "I have puppies in my van. Do you want?" Or what would you? And the kid goes, "I would say yeah," and put their hand on their chest. I'm like, oh my god, this is how I get taken.
Definitely the way Druid would get taken, and just like Karen Chicago said, she would get returned the next day. Please, someone shut her up!
Yeah, no, I would make my way out of there. So
Yeah, the kidnapper would be like, "Lock me up! Save me from her!"
No, because by the end of it, I'd try to make them my friend. It would be really fun. It would be a fun challenge. You want to get Star Kitty's next question?
I was about to. Star Kitty asks, if you could be any supernatural creature, what would you be and why?
Unicorn, so I could stab things.
That's you. Like, it's a fantasy creature and a violent creature in your eyes, apparently.
Look, you can fly around. You can shank things. What's more fun?
I mean, that's true.
Unicorns fly, don't they? Don't they have wings? I don't know. Mine does. If they don't have them, mine, yes, that's my other power.
Okay, we're not gonna get into semantics because they teleport though.
No, I would say that's not true, White Seer. You're right. In a lot of mythology, they do teleport, but in some mythology, they also fly. They
Can I do
airwalk.
both?
Like Santa's reindeer.
Can I fly, teleport, and shank all together?
Absolutely. You can
Absolutely.
be whatever. If you want to be a flying, teleporting, shanking unicorn, that's
doing it.
Just watch out for your kidneys. It's a very niche comment. Anyways, it's Star Kitty asks, if you could I love this question. If you could invent a holiday, what would it be called and how would it be celebrated? Please tell me it. So tell me it has to do with please tell me it has to do with the Goat of Judgment.
I think the holiday is going to be called Goat Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what happens on that day is people bring me their goats. And if not, I judge them harshly.
Yes. You must bestow upon Nomey all the goats.
And look, I don't even have to keep them, but you have to let me hold them and like bottle feed them. Have you seen those videos of the ranchers or whatever taking like bottles of milk out, setting it up, and the goats just run out there and they're just like tails are just like oh
Yeah.
oh I need it in my life.
It is so good.
That's awesome.
It's so good. There's
Snarky has a great question for all three of us. This is a wow, this is a tough one. Question for all three of you. If you had a warning label, what would it say and why? You guys are gonna have to go before me because I'm not sure. Go ahead, Druid.
Mine would be headphone warning.
Headphone warning?
Yeah, headphone warning. Need I say more? I'm loud. And I only use 50% of my power as well.
She's telling
My
us her
talking
voice
volume.
is subdued.
You guys don't even know. The internet saves you from my true power.
I believe it. How about you, Nomey?
Mine would be does her own stunts but not well. And also sometimes the words just come out before she thinks about them. So get ready.
So something to the effect of like I don't know. So, I was going somewhere with the idea that, you know, because you say stuff randomly, but you know you can't be sued. So
Kieran, it's not necessarily the no filter thing, because it's not. Sometimes the words just come out and then I hear them and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds really gross, and it's not meant that way.
That happens to all of us, but
it happens a lot
with.
I'm talking to Mr. Gnome and I'll say something and I'm like, wait, and I can just see him smirking or laughing. I'm like, look, I didn't. That's not what it was supposed to be about. There's a topic yesterday, something about balls, but not like man balls. It was something else, and it was just, I don't know.
Not like
Where
man
it
balls.
happen?
Man, I have no idea what mine would be.
Kills his friends for joy.
Yeah, I was gonna say may may not have your best interest in heart when telling you to ring bells.
Will sacrifice you to the tentacle monster.
Yes.
For fun.
In case of tech issues, don't call me. Okay, that's pretty good. Karen.
Raditash's question is so good. Raditash asks also, hi, says, this may have been discussed, but does Nomey own a favorite gnome?
Yes.
I'm actually.
Yes. And thing is, though, I keep it inside because I don't trust people in my neighborhood. It's a gnome holding a camera, but the flash on the camera is solar. And
You said it's.
what?
So it sounded like to me for a second that you cut out, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, the gnome is solar powered. He's holding a camera, so the flash on the camera is what lights up. I also have one of like a Godzilla type creature eating a bunch of gnomes or stepping on them. That one, it's it's there's some carnage happening, but kind of funny.
I love it.
Nunu Side Quest asks a great question. Go ahead, Druid.
Yeah, do you cheat when you play Stardew Valley?
I do now. There is so for people who play or haven't seen my stream, there's a thing you can do in the game where you can name your character, and the numbers have to be within brackets. So you can possibly name your character for up to 3 item numbers. So anytime you're talking to people throughout the game and throughout the town or whatever, if they mention your name in the game, you get those items.
Yep.
And it's not, I mean, it is cheesing it pretty hard, but also Concerned Ape, who made the game, he's the one who got all those the item numbers and set them out for people to. He knows it's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I like the chair hacks where you could just
Hop over the
chair.
logs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, the game, the save Nunu's talking about, she was trying to get diamonds, and she just needed to put 72, but she did 072. So each time someone said her name, she just kept getting the same wallpaper over and over again. So she had to rejoin the game and fix it.
That's so funny. Dead.
It's fine though, because I was able to use the wallpaper in my home.
Yeah. Oh, Stardew. I started up Stardew again too. That's one of my offline games.
Did Cado enjoy the Christmas lights viewing?
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a park close by us that sets up lights. And you just drive through the park and you get to see all the stuff. You know, it's not completely covered, so there's just, and I can post pictures in my Discord or something, or in one of the Discords later. Kato, we take her because, you know, she likes being in the car, and at the end, I mean, she doesn't like being in the car, she just likes going with us. At the end, if they see a dog, okay, we have a treat. So we get her out there, and she's a very, very nervous dog about everything. So she's just in there, and I could have stuck her in the back, but I'm like, nah, she can sit up front with me because family time. I was stupid.
Yeah.
Get her in there, and she's just like vibrating and just all over the place. I have cuts on my leg, like right by the ankle and stuff, because her little talons of death, and she's clawing. Oh, she was pretty decent, but then she got my leg, and then the leg stinging the whole time, and then a while later she gets like right below it, and I'm like, that's it, you're going in the back next time. Good golly. She enjoyed the treat, not so much the entire ride itself, because she's just kind of vibrating and whining. Especially if and this is anytime she's in the car, if we're at a stoplight too long, she starts crying. I'm like, we can't do anything about this. I'm sorry.
No, pupper.
I'm sorry.
Well, looks like we're coming up on the last couple of questions. So let's do them backwards though. Because I feel like since you don't do face cam, I kind of already know the answer to this, but just in case I'm wrong, Nunu asks, any plans to do a cooking stream sometime?
Probably not. I mean, I could cook and then I can show you pictures. But my brain, if I'm gonna be cooking and stuff and then think about, oh, people are watching me cook, this is gonna mess up worse than usual, you know.
I understand. Yep.
So
So the last question of the night, I'll leave to Druid. It looks like it's a question from Star Kitty for all of us. So Banana Tom, wear a mask with that image on your face. like Deadpool did with in Deadpool 2, I think it was, or 3, I don't know, but he wore somebody else's face as like a magazine picture. Anyway, go ahead.
It's Snarky ask. You get it. Question for everyone, chat included. Would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I
I have my
mean,
answer.
a regular duck is mean enough as it is, and having it be horse size would be terrifying. But then, I'm allergic to horses. Would I be allergic to these tiny horses as well? Like, would it still affect me as badly?
Probably.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to do the big duck. Because the rest will just defeat me by horsehair powers, and my eyes would be like swollen shut. Oh, that's a story.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It happened.
What's your answer, Druid?
Oh, 100 duck-sized horses. Hands down. Hands down.
I have to agree with that 100% because if you think about the math of it, like the a duck's bill has a very powerful bite pressure for its size. So now if you scale that up to the size of a horse, it will probably bite your head off, literally.
But think about the meats you could have if you win.
Yeah. I'm with 100 duck-sized horses for sure.
But
although
also,
I don't want to eat horse meat. Ew.
People have eaten horses for years and years and years.
I know that they do, but most people don't.
Kieran, that's what I was thinking. Like, punt all those horses, yeah. But I love horses. Can't be around them because my eyes swell shut. But I don't think I could. I don't think I could punt a horse, no matter what size it is. That's another story.
I'm just speaking from experience with a tiny bird. That's not even a duck. Not even a duck. Her willpower for anger and evil, I tell you. And I have actually worked with horses, fun fact. And they may be big and scary, but I think the only reason why they survive is because they're big and scary. Otherwise, they're so stupid. They're dumb. They are dumb creatures, and I love them.
Well, before we wrap up for another amazing interview, because it's about that time, Nomey, please share one more thing about yourself that you would like to share with the folks that they don't already know about you.
Oh, there's nothing to share. I'm sorry. I was joking about this with Mr. Nomey, my cousin. It's a part of my stream about me. I started at the bottom and I'm still there, but I've switched it to I started at the bottom and I somehow dug myself deeper. So there you go.
Well, then you're going to eventually loop yourself as you dig yourself around the earth. And that'll put you on top. You're on top with us because we love you and it wouldn't be the same without you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. Oh, it looks like Starkey has one last question and then we'll go. Will Mr. Nomey have a face reveal at some point?
Well, as in the highly realistic drawing I made? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Absolutely. We need a cute little side by side and everything. It's gonna be so good.
Yep.
Talk of the town. Power couple right there.
Word.
Thank you, Nomey. You're amazing. And I can't wait to make our little fun dream about hanging out and going to a Ren Fair a reality sometime next year for sure. It needs to happen.
We should see.
All right. Have a good one. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Makes me wish like I one of these days I want to get back into either guards or
Guards,
of course the space monster tentacle game that
Lethal Company.
Huh?
Lethal Company.
Yeah, Lethal Company. I want to play that again. But they play that newer like
Sketchy Contract. It's actually really
that
fun.
other one.
I really like Sketchy Contracts, and that one's pretty good.
You think it's better than Lethal Company? Just different and fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I think you would like it though.
Right on. I can't wait to get into that into another Friday and do that when I can. So that's another thing we can plan for next year. But for next week, we have coming on the show the amazing Squeaks. And this person, their name is spelt with numbers, which is cool. Not complete with numbers, but several numbers. Mm-hmm. And they're one of the NordFam folks, basically part of Nordy Northerner's stream team. And so, of course, they were recommended by him, and we're happy to finally get to them on the roster.
Excited.
I know, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. With that, I think that's all we got for today's episode. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. Ready to wrap this up, Druid? All right. Thank you for coming to the show.
Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.
If you're listening to the podcast,
please rate and review the episode.
We're Bandwidth
and Banter.
Thank you.